I think that most people get politics completely wrong. I think that the way you should observe politics is testing out these new policies, and if they don't work, just switch it up. For example, Green New Deal. Green New Deal should have brought a lot of money to the green energy companies. It did bring a lot of pumps in the stock market, but in terms of renewable energy, we didn't increase it that much. On the other hand, something like the CHIPS Act that Biden did led to the reorganization of the chip industry also in America. Slowly, and I believe that Trump might also push it even more. Biden, for example, reverted the whole immigration policy and it went to total BS. Then in the last year of Biden, he wanted to bring it back to pretty much the Trump level, which didn't happen because it was blocked by the other side. Now Trump is back and he's instating that policy that definitely led to less immigration compared to Biden's thing. Trump just pushed an executive order pretty much destroying DEI. Instead of attacking immediately, why not test out if society is mature enough to keep on operating as it did with the DEI policy, just without it? You had that policy for a long time and now you have new generations in the HR departments and everything. Maybe society is now mature enough to operate even without it. And if not, probably the next president will not be Republican and it will be reverted to a Democrat president that will be pushing that same law back again. I believe it's now the jobs of the American people to observe what these new policies will do and to decide in 4 years to revert it or not. One thing I learned about America is that the most powerful thing you have is diversity. Because through diversity, you're able to push ideas that are completely different and less conservative than most other countries. By having multiple cultures collaborate on one project, it's crazy how much you can build. Also, America was built on immigration, so you're used to diversity. You definitely have a much fresher history compared to Italian history. I understand why some laws were put in the past. But you also evolve much quicker than other countries do. Instead of attacking immediately, why not observe whether these policy changes will do something good or bad over the next 2 years maybe? You don't need 4 years to observe it. I think in 2 years you can see whether the economy is doing good, whether employment among different, let's say, cultures is doing good or bad. And then you can evaluate and say this. To conclude, the worst people that do not help politics are the people that always vote the same side without listening to the other side. I believe that it is normal to change side and to switch and to observe what is happening. And if needed, to influence. Look at what happened with TikTok. I believe that a lot of people influenced a lot in the last 7 days, the whole happenings and everything. Of course, there were also marketing campaigns and political campaigns around it. However, the American people still have a pretty good amount of influence.